guys, welcome back to another video. This video I want to talk about how to organize the week, how to get your to-do list done, and yeah, basically how I plan my week, and I hope it helps you guys to get more organized. So first things first, what I like to do is make a to-do list of all the things that I have to do in a week. I basically do this on just a blank sheet of paper. Usually this to-do list will just lay around, and if I get something on my mind, I immediately take a pen and note it down. I also usually have a to-do list on my phone, so if I'm away or at uni or wherever and I get an assignment, I just note it down on my phone, so I have it there. So what I do when I start planning my week, which I usually do on Sundays, usually, sometimes also Saturday or Friday, depends on which day is best for me. So then I usually start by synchronizing both to-do lists, the one on the paper and the one on my phone, and I also kind of separate different categories. So I have a category uni and student stuff, then I have a category family and friends, then I have a category household and personal life things, and then I have a category which is called bigger projects. What I mean is things that can't be done in 1 week. So that is what I do first, essentially, and after that I open my calendar. I love this one. It's from Panda and it's so big. Look at this. I love it because you have basically all the days have so much space, and they also have like the, can you see that? The times noted here. So you can, I love it for organizing my day, and you also have some space down here for taking some notes. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of this calendar, but depends on what you like. Some people like smaller calendars, or people like calendars in which you see like every day next to each other and then you see like the whole month. Depends on what you like. I prefer this one. So I start by taking my pink pen, which is the pen I use for university stuff. So I have a color code for my calendar. Then I start by adding all the university events that exist anyways, that I can't cancel. For example, I have a lecture on Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. which is called Bio and Inorganic Chemistry, and I will just note it down here. So this I will do in the beginning. Then I think of other events that are fixed, that I can't change. For example, doctor's appointments, or a friend's birthday, or whatever. You know what I mean. And for friends and family, I use this orange pen. Then I usually use a green pen for doctor's appointments. Oh, I don't know where I put it, but it's somewhere. And I use this blue pen for everything that has to do with sports and workouts. Yeah. So this is what I do first. I first assign all the fixed appointments. Then I take a pen because I know that things are going to change, which is why I need a rubber and a pen. And I think that's very important when you plan your week, is that you keep in mind that you have to be flexible. It doesn't make sense to fix a schedule and then you realize on that day that the schedule is not realistic or it's not helpful, but you feel the need to stick to the schedule anyways. This doesn't make any sense. You want to use your time efficiently, and you have to adapt accordingly to some events that might happen. So I always use a pen. And then I start by separating the day into different sections, and depending on what kind of person you are, I would allocate the tasks differently. So for example, I'm a huge morning person. I love to do stuff in the morning, and I'm way more productive in the morning than in the evening, or especially around lunchtime. It's always getting doubled. So also my concentration is much better in the morning. So I usually put the tasks that need the most focus, or the most mind work, the most concentration, that are most difficult basically, I put in the morning. And for example, if I have to read a paper and try to figure out what I will do in the lab the next week, also if I have to do a worksheet for some courses, or I have to prepare a talk or whatever, like stuff like that that really needs my concentration and my focus. And because I'm not that much of an evening person, I usually leave the evenings free, or I put very easy tasks in the evenings which I know I can successfully complete in the evening. For example, if I need to write some emails, or I want to clean my room, whatever, I will put it in the evening. Same goes for lunchtime. Usually I have a huge down in the lunchtime, so I put cleaning, household stuff, I usually put around lunchtime. This is basically how I plan my week. There is nothing magic behind it. I just try to be realistic, which is really important. Especially in the first years of university, I was really unrealistic when it came to task and what I can do on one day. And I found out that I am way more productive if I set small goals for every day and I just do this. Then I set an endpoint, relax, take some free time, and then go on to another day. Because what usually happened was that I overloaded myself far too much with work, and then I sat there in the evening. I was really desperate because I wasn't done with anything. I had trouble sleeping because I still had everything on my mind, and I was way more unproductive because my mind was just so off. And after I started to set smaller goals that are way more realistic, and I started to focus on what I can actually achieve on one day, because it's only one day, it's only 24 hours and I need 8 hours of sleep, so it's only 16 hours, and then you have time that you can't use because you're at university, etc. And also what I found helpful was to kind of set an overall priority for the week that I'm planning. So for example, if I'm in an exam phase and I know that exams are at that moment the number one priority, I will try to schedule my week accordingly. So I will put everything that has to do with uni and studying in the first, and then I will try and have a look if I have time to work out, if I have time to meet friends, etc. And this can be totally different if, for example, right now the semester has just started, so studying and learning is not my number one priority, so I try to put friends and family and work out and essentially free time first, and then I allocate which time windows I use to study and to spend time on my university stuff. I think what people most struggle with when they start university is that they are overloaded with work and that they don't know how to set endpoints. And I found this really hard because coming from school, I didn't have to set endpoints for myself. There was always somebody told me you have to do this and this and this, and then it was done. Now at uni you can basically study all day long, you can basically learn more, you can go to another lecture, you can do this, and most people are way overloaded at the beginning. And what I really had to learn, and what helped me very much, was to find out what is my limit of work I can do on one day, and start to prioritize, because without prioritizing things you will get stuck very quickly. And yeah, so I think it all comes down to prioritizing, setting endpoints, taking time off, and be realistic with the time you have and with your weekly schedule. So that's basically everything I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you can at least take something home. For example, using a color code, or doing a to-do list first before you're assigning your tasks, or assigning your task according to your physical clock. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see in future videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!